Good morning. This is Free Encouragement TV. Uh, our first, our second broadcast, April 6th, 2016. I'm Michael Wilkinson. I just want to let you know that we're just getting this started. Free Encouragement .org has been on the air for quite a while. Right now, our site is down, and we've been just broadcasting uh, through Facebook and now through YouTube. And so eventually we will start the website back up and broadcast through freeencouragement.org. I just wanted to let you know today some of the ministry experiences that have happened over the past few years, and I just want to let you know a few things and some ministry, I guess, some ministry uh, experiences that I've had, um, and just some advice I could give to those that are wanting to start ministries. First off, there's plenty of free resources out there, and you know, I don't know why I feel like the word pro quo comes to mind, but you want to look into online resources all that can show you the way to really start ministries. There's bloggers. There's uh, there's a lot of resources online, like the WordPress. You have Twitter. You have Facebook. All these places you can start ministries on. You can start a like page on Facebook and start just sharing the gospel with people through the internet. It's very powerful, and you can start your own YouTube stream, and through that uh, you can build a ministry through that. I've started doing that, and then they post your broadcast on YouTube, and you can send out the link. So that's something that I've been doing. Um, I get a few views that way. So you just want to share the gospel. That's the main thing. There's plenty of avenues out there, ministries that you can plug into, places that you can go that you can share ministry, that you can give ministry. And so just pray about it, and God will plug you into something. I mean, you can be feeding homeless people and sharing the gospel with them. You can you can you can start a sporting event and share the gospel with them. Um, that just came to my mind, and that sounds pretty good. Um, you will have, supernatural things happen when you start ministry. Something that came to my mind is sometimes you'll have just weird things happen, and you want to be able to explain it. Sometimes it's from God, sometimes it's from the enemy, and you just have to be discerning and think it out. And usually you can figure out if something's from God or from the enemy. Usually it doesn't take much time. Usually the enemy tries to disconnect you from God and attack your faith in some way, in some mocking way. Um, Usually with God, He's confirming. He gives you. Sometimes you get tests from God, but He doesn't take away your faith. And so you have to look at for attacks on your faith and really just build your faith up, because God's real, and you can really know Him and really experience Him, and He wants to be with you forever. And so heaven is a test. Is heaven sometimes tests you, and earth is a test for heaven. Um, and you have to be prepared to um, to go through tests when you're being prepared for something. Because when you start a ministry, God wants to grow it, and He wants to make it, enlarge it, and make it even bigger. And so, um, when you're in ministry, God wants to bless your ministry and give you opportunities to share the gospel with other people, because He wants people saved. He wants to bless you too. He wants to grow your ministry. One thing I pray over my ministry is the prayer of Jabez. Pray that God will strengthen your ministry, that He will grow the boundaries of your ministry, that He will secure your ministry, and and give you more, make your land prosperous, extend your tents out, uh, make your family more abundant. So pray the prayer of Jabez over your ministry. Uh, let let God extend the boundaries of your ministry and extend you. He'll stretch you so that you can do more. Um, so ministry is about helping people and serving people. It's not about you. And so the more that it's not about you, the more that and it's about God, the more it's going to grow, the more it's going to be God blessed. So you want to let Him bless it um, by you following Him and being obedient to Him. He's going to bless your ministry and help you. He's a blesser. So just keep on thinking that He's a blesser, and He'll bless you. So um, say good things over your ministry. Don't say, oh, it's not going to grow. It's only has a few people. Oh, it's not about you. It's about what God's doing. Sometimes it's little, and that's okay. You need to realize that God has to start from somewhere. So one thing I see is the more that you seed invites, the more that you invite people, the more it's going to grow, because you're seeding people with gospel opportunities. And so the more that you give people opportunities, the more opportunities are out there, the more that people are going to receive. And so you have to think about it as a field. Every seed you put down in the ground isn't going to grow. So you need to keep seeding your field enough to make a great harvest. And so look for the harvest, look for the needs of people. There's plenty of needs out there that people are looking for. That's why we have ministries. And so we build ministries around people's needs. We build ministries off the voice of God and on people's needs. And so God will grow ministries. God prepares people and lifts people up so they can be able to do ministries. And so He wants the world more fruitful and more better off. He wants to make the world better. And so He lifts people up and He puts things in place so that the spiritual infrastructure of the world is better off, and it's more like heaven. God wants the world like heaven. And so we come in to give a part of ourselves to make the world more like heaven. And so every person has a part. We all lift up people and help people and edify people and make the world more like heaven. And so that's one thing that my ministry has been about, is making the world more like heaven. I want people to see heaven on earth. I want them to feel like this place is a good place to live because they have God around them and that they have the presence of God. And so we want people to experience more and more life in their life. And so one thing that for them to have more life is they experience God, and they would have more life. And so we give out the word. We give out love to people. We share with others so that others have life and they have it more abundantly. Let your life mirror heaven. Let it mirror heaven. Let it mirror Jesus. And the more we think like Jesus, the more the that more that we can transform earth like heaven. And so God wants to transform earth, and and we see the full manifestation on the final day. But God wants to transform the earth into heaven. He has so much life, and he's taken away the curse from the world because he's come uh, through the cross, and he bared his blood upon the earth, and the sacrifice was accepted by God. And so the earth is no longer cursed. But the thing is that we are still living under a curse if we don't receive from the Lord the breaking of that curse. And so there's a lot of things that try to deter our faith, and so people do weird stuff and try to deter our faith in some supernatural way, and so we want to look out for that and be concerned about them and pray for them. When we have supernatural things happen to us, and we have witches and warlocks out there, and people that are into the occult, and we want to pray for them and just be loving people for them. We don't want to get involved with that because that's a disastrous lifestyle, and it's going to destroy you if you get involved with that. And so I plead people to look into heaven, look into its supernatural ways, because those ways are safe and those ways are good, and it will grow you powerfully. It'll be more powerful than anything that man can think up or man can make. It will grow you in power. So real power comes from heaven, and anything else is just it doesn't have the same power. It doesn't have the same supernatural boost as heaven. And so you want to look into heaven for that power. For true power comes from God. And so if you really want power for your life, you want to feel empowered, then look to heaven for it. Look to God. God will empower you. When people judge you and say, oh, you can't have this, or you don't have the power, God can empower you. God empowered people all the time in the Old Testament. He raised up people, judges and powerful beings to do things for God. He raised up David to slay Goliath. He raised up Samson to take away the Philistine oppression. He raised up Jesus to take away our sin and heal people. He raised up Elijah to deal with all the problems they had back then, and he did all those miracles, singing fire from heaven. God can send you angels. God can do all these things. He still can do these things because God wants to create heaven on earth. And so angels live in heaven, so God wants heaven to have angels on earth. Heaven wants angels on earth. God wants prophets on earth. There's tons of prophets on earth. Some people just don't know where they are or how they really are. Some people, there's a lot of false stuff out there, but the more that you look into the real, the more you're going to see. You just have to believe. One thing is, it's believe that prophetic things can happen to you and that you can be prophetic. You can have these things happen to you. You just need to believe. One thing is we don't believe in these things, and so they just don't happen. God wants, it's like prayer. our belief empowers what happens to us. And so the more that you believe and and that you have confidence that God can do something, God can do something. If it's in His will, He'll do it. So just keep on believing, keep on trusting God, and keep on including God in the process of your life, and He'll bless it and He'll make it better. And so just keep on looking how to build your skills, to look how to build your skills up, and look into look how to build your authority up and your expertise up. So read hobby books, read all sorts of things to keep your relationship alive and interactive and powerful. Um, there's plenty of resources on the internet to just keep on growing your ministry and to keep on improving yourself. And so just keep on asking the Lord to help improve you. And He'll do it. He'll keep on improving your character. He'll keep on improving your skills. He'll give you experiences that are from Him that you can talk about and share with people and grow their faith. And so just keep on seeking God, and He will give you so much if you just keep looking. So yeah, about what I have for you today. I just want to thank you for joining me, and we'll do this more often, and I think we'll all enjoy it. So you have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining us. Bye.